Am I sideways or upside down? Because y'all comments are sideways. What the? Okay, y'all. Y'all sideways and stuff is sideways. So I guess I'm going to have to do my review like this. Hey, everybody. And it is Auntie. Lord. And I am here to do my review of 90 Day Fiance, The Other Way, Season 8, Episode 9. What the No Bang Theory. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. To all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. I hope I am the right way. Am I the right way? Hey, everybody. Hey, y'all. Hey. Y'all, if this wasn't the episode, if this wasn't the episode, if I had to rate tonight's episode, I would rate that mofo a cotton freaking B plus. Oh my God. I gotta say this tonight, okay? I put this thumbnail together, y'all, at 6 o'clock. I knew that this mofo knew about the cousin. I called it, knew it. Uh, I knew it. I knew he knew about that cousin. Now, I ain't know that, all the stuff that was going to go down, but I absolutely knew it. Hey, Mary. Hey, everybody. Okay, y'all, let's get into this mofo episode, okay? Let's go ahead on and go for it. So the first couple that I want to talk about is Yara and Jovi. Now, as we all know, last week we found out that let me take my glasses off, and my glasses will remain off, okay? If you send a super chat tonight, I want to thank you in advance. We're going to roll with it, lean with it, rock with it, right? I'm not going to be able to stop and say thank you, but my moderator, Mary Grace, who has been with me from day A, will ensure that you get the thank you. And if I have to go back and read them, I'll do that. But today, we're going to roll with this cotton freaking episode, okay? We're going to roll with this. All right. So, Yara, last week, Yara found out that she was pregnant. She made a decision that she was going to tell Jovi about it when Jovi got home. And so when Jovi got home, of course, he came off the airplane and he had a drinky drink. And so because she doesn't like drinking and stuff like that, she was a little mad about the situation. So, he wasn't thinking about, her being mad. He just was doing what he do. He ain't have any idea that she had this big, secret that she was going to tell him about. So he just continued to act the way that he act, right? So the next day we see them at the market, right? They look like they were like at kind of like a farmer's market. And so, they were walking around and looking at the things that the different vendors had. And he saw a painting and some artwork that was done by, people in Louisiana. And she was like, well, you already live there, so why would you, want it up on the wall? So he was like, you know what? You don't like it? She was like, no. Of course, we know she wants the house. Like the ice princess that she is. She wants everything in white and all of that kind of stuff, right? And so he just went on with it. She got to a young lady who was doing henna and decided that she wanted, some henna on her hands. And so as a result of her wanting the henna on his hands, they went down and they sat down and the lady told her, look, I freestyle. I don't have no patterns. I don't have no, color in the dots. I don't have none of that kind of stuff. I just freestyles this, right? Because that's how good I am with all of this. So she was like, okay, cool. Once he told her what she meant by the situation. So then after that, she sat down, and this was the time that she decided to tell him that she was pregnant. So when she told Jovi that she was pregnant, Jovi really didn't have a positive reaction because he was like, he can't believe her. He said from time to time, she has a tendency to lie. And so because, she lie all the time, he don't know what's a joke and what's serious, when she's serious to anything like that. So she was like, you don't believe me? He seemed like he don't believe me. No, he said he didn't believe you. Wasn't no seem like. And I want to say thank you very much to Lillian Lopez. Thank you so much for these beautiful earrings, girl. I'm loving them. I had to put my little hair up. So anyway, thank you, Lillian. So, he, going back and forth and everything with her about, not believing her. And so she said, well, do you want me to swear to God on it? And he was like, no, I need you to take a pregnancy test. So the next time we see this couple, they're in the privacy of their own home with the producers, and they're making a decision, to take a pregnancy test and everything. And so she, takes the first test, and it comes up with 1.5 lines on it. Now, as you know, a lot of times pregnancy tests aren't the best way of finding out whether or not you're pregnant, right? And so she was like, I know I'm pregnant. He was like, no, you're not. He said that, she had called him up on the job or sent him a text message on the job with a picture of her last pregnancy test. And so, he said she waited until the end of the day to even tell him that she was playing with him. But really, that's not something you should be playing with. But anyway, she waited until the end of the day to tell him that she was just kidding. She said it was a couple of hours. But the thing about it is that's just like, y'all, for real. That's nothing that you play with, right? Especially given the fact that they've already lost the baby. And so when she did that, she lost her trust with him, so they went back in, of course he wouldn't pour them a drink, and she was mad about that, and he was like, look, I deserve to drink. I'm going to drink. I'm going to do what I do with the whoop whoop and the boo boo boo. So she was like, all right then, go go go, you know what I'm saying? Let's just go and take this other pregnancy test. Now she was fighting back and forth because she already knew that she was pregnant, and she was feeling some kind of way because he did not believe her. But Yara has to be a liar. He panned it off as her being a jokester and everything. But at the end of the day, we all knew that he was saying she lie all the time. So anyway, as a result of her lying all the time, they went back into the bathroom and everything, and she took the test, and he came on out with his drink in his hand, and he said, he felt like it was too soon. But if you're doing the do as soon as she get off the plane, boo, then of course it ain't too soon for nothing. All right, and so as they're walking into the main room and everything, it pops up on the thing and it says pregnant. And so Jovi is now excited. He asks her, is she ready for it? And she's like, nah. And he, he's not really ready for it either, but he's going to get ready. She asked him about his job. He said, look, in 9 months, everything going to be changing anyway, so don't even trip off that. So she was like, all right then, cool, cool, cool. Ain't nothing I could do about this anyway. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm just like, okay, whatever. The next couple I want to talk about is Tyrique and Hazel. I don't know why they on the show, y'all. I don't know why they on the show. They are the reason why the show got a B plus rating. If they hadn't been up on that mofo, this would have gotten an A rating from your auntie. Trust and believe. But anyway, the two of them are making a decision that they're going to, go and put a profile on this app or on this dating page where this page is exclusively for people who are looking for someone else to come in to their relationship and everything, and just do what they do with the whoop boop and the boop boop boop. And so there she said that she wants a brown girl. She said that her sister is is bi, and so as a result of that, because her family is so religious, they don't really bunk with the sister anymore. So out of her her fear, she decided that she would not disclose to her family that she too was feeling that kind of way. I just, I don't find this storyline interesting. Maybe y'all do, but I just don't think that it's interesting. I think that it is actually, it's just a little, little gross for me. But anyway, we'll go ahead on and move on. Shit. Okay. The next couple I want to talk about is Rebecca. Rebecca is standing up in the house, right? That that has no furniture in it, that mofo echoing like I don't know what, and she keeps talking about this storage unit. Get to the storage unit already. Only thing that she's doing is pulling out pots and pans. Like a mofo needs somewhere to sit down. You understand what I'm saying? And Rebecca ain't got a chair up in there. She got a grocery cart so she can push you from room to room, but she don't have anywhere for you to stand and really nowhere for you to lay. They laying on a straight up mattress, y'all. It ain't even got a box spring, a frame, a headboard, a footboard. They don't have anything up in there. And you out there pulling out pots and pans. Now, Zed is not impressed, right? He's not impressed at all. So they make a decision, right, that, that they're going to, she's going to cook for him and all of that kind of stuff. And in the meantime and in between time, her little girlfriend calls her. So now this is a girlfriend that Rebecca didn't indicate in the first time we met Rebecca. Maybe she did. Write it down in the comments section and tell me what y'all think about it, right? But Rebecca now is saying that this chick was actually her boss. This was a chick that, Rebecca was supposed to be, an undercover investigator and all of that kind of stuff with. So Rebecca, got the girl coming over and she was like, I'm downstairs, open up the gate. So she opens up the gate and everything, and girlfriend comes in. And so, everybody has been trying to figure out what Zed is about, but really they need to be trying to figure out what Rebecca is about, okay? So anyway, Rebecca, goes up and, the girlfriend comes up in there and everything. And she already has an expectation. She already on edge because she don't know what her girlfriend gonna say. She don't know if her girlfriend gonna bust her out a little or bust her out a lot. So the girlfriend comes in there, she sizes Zed up. She tells Zed that he looked cute and everything, and he always smelling good, you know what I'm saying? And at this point, his hair's up, on his head like mine. And he really is looking good, except for that little, but I understand. I can relate to that, having a little belly and everything, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got a little belly, you know what I mean? But anyway. So, Zed comes up in there and everything. I mean, the girlfriend comes up in there and everything, and she sizes him up. And she looks at him so, she can make a determination on whether or not she can go all the way full tilt or whether or not, she got to hold back on it, right? So when she sized him up, she was like, I could go ahead on and take him. So if he get real mad and everything, I can take this mofo. So, she asked Zed how he doing and everything. He was like, I'm doing good. He remembers her. He greets her with a hug and all of that kind of stuff. And Rebecca is nervous than a mofo. Like, if you didn't have stuff that you was covering up, if this wasn't, who you are, then you wouldn't even have to act like that. So the girlfriend comes in there and everything, and she, asking Zed about how his day was. And she was like, so what you do today? So Zed was like, I played around, played with my game, my PlayStation 4. I ate a little bit. I made some coffee and then I watched the movie. And she was like, but you do realize that you here on a permanent basis, right? You do realize that there's places around here that you could have walked and got you a job. And Rebecca was like, wait a minute, hold up now. He can't work. Remember, on the 90th day, once we get married, and on the 90th day, then we go and change the status of his K-1 visa. And she was like, I mean, this is the same thing you went through with the other dude. And she was like, Rebecca, can you afford this? And Rebecca was like, I've been taking care of myself. But she was like, but now you got a whole different mouth to feed. And this is a big old mouth. You understand what I'm saying? And Rebecca haven't been taking care of herself because if she was taking care of herself, she wouldn't have been living with her kid. She wouldn't have been living with Tiffany. So stop it with the bull crap, Rebecca. You haven't been taking care of yourself. But anyway, so Rebecca says, I've been taking care of myself all this time, So of course Rebecca is, a little man. She was like, Rebecca, I really ain't trying to drag you for real. I really ain't trying to drag you for all the filth that I could drag you for. I'm just over here because I'm concerned because this is the same thing that happened with your ex. So of course, at this point now, Zed, he's standing on the background, and he kind of listening to everything, and his attention has been piqued, if you will. And so, after that, she was like, well, what you mean by that? And, what you trying to say? And so, the girlfriend was like, first of all, he was from Africa, okay? Second of all, he was a pretty young thing, all right? Third of all, it was a K-1 visa for that one, and it was a K-1 visa for this one. And fourth of all, y'all living in the same apartment building. So Zia was like, she was like, didn't you and your ex-husband live down the hall? Now, Rebecca had already indicated that she wasn't even sure that she was going to tell him this. She had not already done so. Right? So when you hide stuff and you want to be slick about things, right? And you want to play the game, then you got to be ready and you got to prep everybody else, all the other characters. You know what I'm saying? She didn't prep her girlfriend and tell her girlfriend that she didn't tell him anything. And if the girlfriend hadn't said anything, when was Rebecca? So anyway, she was like, didn't you and your boyfriend, your ex-husband live down the hallway? So Zia was like, what? So Zia said that, I don't like this. He didn't like that. You know what I mean? Really, most of the time, he like, I love it so much. But this time, he was like, I don't like this. He said this made him mad. He's angry about it. But then Rebecca starts crying because now she's embarrassed and humiliated in front of Zed and in front of her girlfriend because she didn't think her girlfriend was going to pop off like that. But you knew, though, because you had already told us that your girlfriend, don't know what to say out her mouth, okay? Now, to an extent, it wasn't the girlfriend's place to come up in there and wreck Rebecca's happy home. But guess what? She did her a favor. She ended up putting it out there, right? So, we're going to go ahead on and let this wrong be a right. Okay? Because he needed to know that there was a situation. Tiffany and Micah didn't tell him nothing. Ain't nobody else told him nothing. They letting Rebecca get away with this old bull crap, right? So I just was like, fair exchange ain't no robbery. Now, would I have been mad at my girlfriend if she had put that out there? Yeah, but I would have handled it like this. Didn't you and your ex live down the hallway? Yeah, matter of fact, we did, girl. You wild as a girl. You wilding up in here. Girl, why would you say something like that? You ain't even asked me if I had already told him. Z, I meant to tell you, boo. I meant to tell you. I'm sorry, boo. Girl, you coming up in here trying to wreck my happy home. That's how you play it off. You don't sit up there and be like, Z, baby. Z, he's standing up there looking up at the ceiling. You gotta play it off another way. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be cool with her. You gotta be smooth with her. That's what a player do. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, she's crying everything. Zed is really mad about it, but he was like, you know what? I ain't gonna let her come up in here and let her see me sweat. So, Zed was like, come over here. She, got her all up in his arm and everything. And he was like, baby, it's okay. He was like, look, let me tell you something. You ain't gonna come up in here and wreck my happy home. I'm not the ex. First of all, I'm from Tunisia. He was from Morocco, okay? Second of all, he was a little small thing. I'm a big thing, all right? I'm a really big deal, okay? It's the big deal for me. And he was like, Rebecca and I have talked about this. This is all the way over. And I don't need you to come up in here and open up bump your gums and tell me what the hell is going on in my relationship, right? So, Zia took her side and everything and it was like, it's okay. So, she looked at, Rebecca was like, I'm embarrassed. And so, of course, the girlfriend was like, come on, Rebecca, I ain't mean to make you cry. It wasn't, my intent to come over here and tear your stuff down and bust you out and embarrass you and everything. It was my intent to try to protect you because you've been through this before. So Rebecca was like, trying to boss up and everything, and was like, what go on between me and Z, that's between me and Z, and I don't know why everybody coming against him and everything, he's not my ex, and people shouldn't be doing this woo-doo-woo-doo-woo. So at that point, Z walked out, he went on to the other room, he smoked him a cigarette by the mattress, right? But don't get too close to the mattress because you don't want to burn that up. So, he goes to the window and the girlfriend, went back there and, and talked to Zia and was like, look, I ain't trying to mess up your happy home like Claudine. I'm just trying to, protect her. And we really don't know you. And Zia was like, that's cool, 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 but you need to mind your business, young, for real, for real. This ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm sick of everybody talking about the ex. I'm not the ex. Get to know me for who I am. And I was like, oh, okay, Now, y'all know I'm adding my stuff in there, right? But basically, that's what the hell happened with this relationship. Now, on Discovery Channel, right? Discovery Plus, Rebecca was interviewed with the girl, with the host, right? And she talked about this situation. I meant to come out here the other day and tell y'all about it, but I totally forgot, right? So, I'll be busy. She indicated that she didn't know that her girlfriend was going to do that. And to this day, the two of them are still not talking. She said that she is mad at the girl, won't talk to her. She just felt like Shorty was out of line. So she is taking a relationship that she's had with her sister girl for all these years, and she going to give it up for a mofo, you know what I'm saying, that she barely even know. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. A lot of women do stuff like that, so you got to be careful when you go to anybody, whether it be a male or female. You got to be careful when they land up there doing that pillow talk, because that pillow talk game is strong. So at the end of the day, you be the one that be on the outs. And then when they break up and everything, of course, they going to come back to you, because they going to want you to rescue the situation, rescue them and make them feel better about the situation, even though you ain't got nothing in your mouth but a whole bunch of I told you so's. But Rebecca is that type of woman that she's got to fall down on her face before she can realize that things, you know what I'm saying, are as people have observed and as people are saying. Point blank. So whatever Rebecca get from Zed, after he got to be here 3 years or whatever it is, once his expiration date come up, because the expiration date is coming up. Once the expiration date come up and everything, then Rebecca gonna find out that what everybody else said probably may have been true. Okay? I'm just saying. I ain't want to gossip, so you did not hear it from me. The next couple that I want to talk about is Andrew and Amara. Young stupid as I don't know what. Amara is dumb. Something like Amara, are you serious? Like, how are you even contemplating with this mofo? How are you even talking to him? First of all, she two-faced it, because when she talked to Andrew, she make it seem like, it's just a regular old getting up morning, and that it's cool that he's still in Mexico enjoying himself. This mofo been in Mexico so long, he got a tan. When he went over there, he was looking a little bleached out and everything. This mofo got a tan, y'all. This is how long he been sitting up there, riding on ATVs and going on tour, laying out on the beach and having ice cream and everything else he can have. This mofo straight up. He is straight up. He's still greasy. He's still greasy and cheesy. But this mofo has a straight up tan. And you know that ain't right. And she's sitting over there in France, don't know what to do with her hair, got her hair swished to the side, okay? But anyway, Amara is, basically on the phone with him. And, she's like, how you doing and everything. I couldn't even talk to Andrew after this. But anyway, Andrew, is calling her and everything, because he done went back out to Reddit and he done got him another plan. He done went into some type of Reddit feed, and in this Reddit feed, they said now go to Siberia, or Siberia, I think it is. I'm not sure, y'all. One of them places. He done told her, Serbia. Okay, Serbia. That's where he told her to go. So, he on Reddit and he looking at Reddit and everything. And somebody told him that they know somebody that knows somebody that went to Serbia. And they were able to and spend the 14 days there, right? And then after the 14 days, they just walked across the U.S. border. So this is Andrew's new scheme. But here's the hookup on that camp, okay? He said, you gonna go to Serbia, but I ain't going. Because I've been, I'm tired and I got to go back to work. I done already partied for the last 2 weeks down here in Cancun, right? And, I done swung all off the tables. I've been drinking tequila with the worm in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm down there at Senor Frogs. If you ever been to Cancun, you got to go to Senor Frogs. He down there at Senor Frogs dancing on tables. And, you know what I'm saying? Andrew like that over there. He like... Okay, he is having himself a great time in Cancun. He told me, so, I miss you. I wish you was here and everything. I'm gonna go ahead on and take some pictures. I'm gonna snap some pictures. I'm gonna snap pictures and everything so you can see me. But I need you to do me a favor. I need you to go to Serbia. She was like, well, I don't know if I'm going to go to Serbia. Um, Here I was in a detention center for 3 days, and he doesn't seem to care. And no, he don't give a F. He do, he doesn't care. It's like over and over the same thing. But if I don't um, do it, then I'm going to lose Andrew, because it's not that I love Andrew. It is because I want to get to America. This chick don't Big Mo have no feelings for Andrew. Andrew is her ticket, young. That's my opinion about it. I said it, and I stand behind what I said. This mofo is her ticket. She don't care nothing about Andrew. She want to do the same. She wants to come over to the United States, get married, and be up over this mofo as a model. She done seen a couple of the other cast members get this start, and she's like, you know what? This is my ticket right here. So she wants to please Andrew because they only got, 32 days left on the K1 visa. And, that trip that got messed up and everything. So she goes, and Andrew is like, well, maybe we'll talk about. She said, well, let me think, baby. Baby. Wait a minute. Got my phone. Baby, let me think about it, baby. I don't know. I'm a little afraid to do that again. You just don't know how it feels. He was like, well, look, I got the tour guide is knocking on my door. He like the tour guide knocking on my door, so I'm gonna have to give her and drop and roll real quick, right? But we only got a short period of time, so I need you to give me a yes or no, like today, okay? Let me go ahead on this tour real quick. Drink me some more tequila, you know what I'm saying? And then I'ma holler at you, okay? Okay, baby. So now she meets with her friend. Her and her friend been friends for a long time. She can't talk to her father anymore because her father straight told her he's not a man. So, she decides that she's going to go and meet with the father, meet with the friend. And so she's telling the friend about, now having to go to Serbia. And the friend was like, you stupid. Don't go. Why would you go? And then she gonna sit up there and tell him that, she don't know what to do. Oh, no, you know what to do. You know it's a no. But you want to get to America. Okay? So you telling a friend, if I don't do this, he's going to be angry with me. The friend was like, so what? So what if he angry? Who cares whether or not he angry or not? And so, she's sitting up there, contemplating and everything. She's got to go out on Reddit and do her research, okay? So she's got to, she's got to do the same research that he has to do. She's trying to act as if, this is not something that she wants to do, when this chick knows that this is something that she wants to do, okay? Because according to him, this is what she do. A lot of the emails and text messages that have been going back between the two of them, Andrew was trying to make it seem like, that she is the one who's been initiating this. But Andrew, we just looked at the show, y'all. And so unless they did a whole bunch of editing and clipping and flipping and all that kind of stuff, we saw what happened. You are the one who initiated this. Now, you might be right about the Cancun thing, right? But you damn sure ain't right about this one. Andrew is just absolutely an entitled person. He feels like he could just drop a thought up in your mind and you're supposed to obey. Now, some gentleman did an interview with his old girlfriend, and she said that, this mofo dropped her because she gained 10 pounds. She said she was in love with this mofo. He was controlling her whole entire life. She said that he took her, robbed her of her self-esteem and all kinds of stuff, right? And then said that the mofo, she was getting off work and she met up with the mofo, and the mofo told her, look, you gained 10 pounds. I don't want you no more. She said it just came just straight up out. Just straight up out the air. So, she was devastated by the relationship. So, what they're trying to say, I think, from the interview is that this mofo is just uncaring. Like, he don't care about the woman that he's with or anything like that. He just wants to be in control of the situation. And I'm just like, this girl, I want to have a tendency, right, to feel sorry for her. There's a small part of me that want to feel sorry for her, but I can't. I cannot feel sorry for this chick because thank you so much for the membership. Thank you. But I can't feel sorry for her because of the mere fact that this chick is agreeing with him and disagreeing with her friends. She's sitting up around her friends, her daddy, her and everybody else, and she's trying to defend him and trying to defend the decisions that this mofo is making for her. And, she really don't need to go anywhere. The friend said, so what are you, just like a glutton for me sitting up in prison? Are you just a glutton for wanting to go through a detention center and sit there for 3 days? You just like being in captivity? Like, just going out the... I can't with these people, y'all. I can't. The next couple that I want to talk about is Brandon. So Julia done told Brandon basically, Julia told Brandon that she about to go back to Russia. She going to Russia, okay? She's going back to Russia. Point blank is simple. So, he a little devastated about it and everything. She told him she don't like them animals. She don't like that farm. She don't want nothing to do with none of it. And she gave him an ultimatum and said, and if you don't get it done, okay, I'm out. I'm tired of this. You Murray had a little lamb and. So Brandon, mother and father, evidently they was out somewhere. He decided that he was going to call them and hook up with them and say, look, we need to have a conversation. So we see, Ron and Betty, sitting up in, the little bar and everything. And daddy ordered some chicken wings because he really wasn't that hungry. But, he was going to go hit on and oblige him. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let me go ahead and put my glasses on and say thank you. Thank you for the $25 super chat, Tonat. Thank you. I recently lost my mom in October, and I want to thank you for making me smile and laugh again. You're my best friend in my head and hella funny. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry to hear about the loss of your mom. Been there, done that, sweetie. I know how that is. I'm sorry to hear about your loss. Okay. So, they sitting there, like I said, daddy done ordered the little chicken wings and all of that kind of stuff, right? And so, Betty got her little cocktail. Betty gonna order her a cocktail. Now, I don't care what you say. Betty's gonna get her a cocktail. So Brandon come up and then was like, hey, what's going on and everything, So the dad was like, Ron always be like, he don't be playing. Ron be reading your mind. You understand what I'm saying? He wasn't no mofos. You gotta have a cap on your head because he'll read your mind. Okay? He not for the foolishness or the fool. So Brandon was like, I really need to talk to y'all. So Ron was like, and so the mo was like, so he was like, yeah. So anyway, right? I'm gonna have to go ahead on and move. Because Julia is, not pleased with being on the farm. And she gave me an ultimatum. And I'm going to have to roll out. So the dad was like, what? He's like, yeah. He was like, you can't even afford it. So the mother was like, no, what are you saying? He was like, Julia said that, she's going to leave me and go back to Russia. If I don't move out the house and everything, she just decided. So the mother was like, she said that. That's what she said. Oh, did she said that? Mama was about to take them earrings off, okay? He was like, yeah, that's what she said. So the father was like, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. He was like, Dad, I got to move out. I really ain't got no choice. Because, the dad had already told him, you ain't got no money. So Brandon was like, it may be a little tight. It may not be smart. Dad was like, do the right thing. You the man of the house. He was like, I don't have no choice. He was like, yes, you do. Daddy was like, Daddy straight kirked out. Daddy went off. Now, y'all know Daddy been trying to stay humble. You know what I'm saying? He done talked to him at the barn. He was throwing hay down at him, you know what I'm saying, like a football. He was doing all kinds of stuff, but Daddy could not control it. He said that Junior wants to move about that camp, and Daddy was like, you the man. You the man. You are the one that's in control. So, the mother was trying to talk to Ron. Ron, calm down. Ron was like, no, hell no. You the man, Brandon. You control what go on. So he was like, so I mean, you know what? So the father was like, I mean, is it about the animals? Is it about the animals or what? So, Betty's sitting up there and everything and he was like, well, it's about the animals and it's about my needy mother. My mom is needy for me. She was like, all I try to do is the right thing by you. You my baby. You my only son. Thank you so much for the super chat. You my only son. Let me put my glasses on. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm keep on rolling, though. But I got to thank my people. Thank you, Melonia Turner, for the $9.99 super chat. Finally caught you. Love you, Auntie. Love you, too, boo. So, the mother was like, I just tried to do I tried to do, she Phyllis and Hyman and out everything. The best I can for you. But it seems, okay, the mother, y'all know where I'm going. So Brandon was sitting there. He was unmoved. He was like, look, I got to do what I got to do because I am not going to let this go. I don't know when the next time anybody could want to date me. And I'm not messing up with Julia. I love this girl. So, the father was like, Brandon, this ain't the right thing for you to do. Do the right thing. So Brandon was like, this is the right thing. He was like, but, so the mother was like, I mean, what can we do? It wasn't my plan to lose a son. I wanted to gain a daughter. I mean, she only been here a couple of weeks. We only been working her morning, noon, day, night, evening. We only been making her, slave all up in the on the farm and everything. We didn't really give. Thank you so much for the super chat. We really didn't give a damn about her. You know what I'm saying? We just wanted her to work on the farm. So Brandon was like, well, Mom, it may be something we could do. Let me hit y'all with this little bargaining chip real quick. I may be able to go back to Julia and convince Julia to stay if we could stay in the room together. Man, the father was like, no. Julia was like, Betty was like, no, wait a minute, Ron. He was like, no. I am not going to compromise. I'm not going to let her win. I am not backing down for her. No, I'm not going to let her win. I ain't compromising on this. He said, you need to leave. If you think you're going to be up in my house doing the twasty, you need to leave, Brandon. Matter of fact, I'll help you pack you and get up out of here. Mama was like, no, Ron. He was like, no, yo. You ain't gonna come up in here and try to boss up on me with this bull crap. She ain't sleeping up in my house like that. So, when all of that stuff was going on, Betty was the mouthpiece, but it was Ron, you know what I'm saying? And I told y'all, Ron was the one that was pushing all this stuff, right? So Brandon was sitting there, he was kind of looking. The mother was like, nah, we compromising. She gonna win. She won this round. She may have won this battle, but she sure ain't gonna win the war. because Betty was like, you know what? She calmed Ron down. Ron was so mad, man. Ron was out in the parking lot ready to pop off. Ron was like, you know what? I'm so mad. I'm speechless. I can't even say what I really want to say out here. I would have never gave in. He said, I ain't giving in to this girl. You know what I'm saying? She already left the jacuzzi cloudy. The water in the jacuzzi was cloudy. And so now you want her to be sleeping up in my house like that? And so, Betty had agreed. She, in order to hold on to her son and do the best that she can, she made a decision to override what Ron had decided. And now Brandon and Julia get to sleep together up underneath the same roof. They've been doing that anyway. They've been doing that anyway. If Julia go for that, that's crazy. So anyway, Brandon was like, all right then, well, I done accomplished what I need to accomplish. I'm rolling up out of here. So Brandon rolls out. He goes to the other side of the bar, and he meets up with Julia. Okay, Julia was like, I like this place, because, she saw a couple of poles near the bar and everything. So Julia felt like she was at home. Okay. And so basically, Brandon tells her that, in order for them to, continue to save money and do everything, that he talked to his parents about her concerns and about her needs, and that she won, and that they're going to be able to sleep together in the house. He said, matter of fact, when we get home, we can play Twister and Taboo and all kinds of little games and all that kind of stuff, because he's a little kid. You know what I'm saying? He gets to build his Lego blocks, and, she can help him when they fall down, or the color, the little blocks don't match. This man is a baby, and straight up, he's a baby because his mother, she sees him as her only son. But you know what? He is your only son, but he got to be a man, though, for real, Betty. And you compromise on this, you're going to find yourself compromising on a whole lot of other things. Okay, now there's some rumors out there about Betty and her husband, but the thing about it is so wild I can't even believe it, right? So I won't be getting on that gravy train and joining in on those rumors, right? I won't. Mary, if you see even the sense of it in the comments section, delete those comments, because I can't roll with that. I can't believe everything that I see, right? And so that's just something that I choose not to believe. I think that, it is what it is, right? I mean, it is what it is. The next couple that I want to talk about is Mike and Natalie. Now, Natalie, the mama son is leaving. So, Mike decides that, he going to get up in the morning, help his mother pack her bags, and then have a final conversation. So Mike is like, what you thought about her, Mom? And so the mother was like, you want the truth? I'm telling you right now, his mother, okay? I told y'all she rides on horses bareback with no drawers on, okay? So she was like, you want the truth about her? I think she working real hard. I think she's doing a good job working hard, right? But I think that y'all got a lot of things that y'all need to work on. She want to bring her mother over here. She want to get married and everything, Mike. I just ain't sure whether or not, this is a good relationship. Are you ready for this? Do you really know why she over here? I mean, have you asked her? So Mike was like, yeah, we got problems and everything, but what you mean? She was like, is she over here for the right reasons? Like, do she love you? Or is she just over here for a green card, basically? I think that's what they call it, green card, purple card, red card, whatever the card is called. Is she over here just for that? So Mike was like, I don't know. I can't read her mind and everything. Mike's so nonchalant about stuff, right? Mike zones out. I don't know if he's up there with them aliens he believe in, but Mike zones out a whole lot. Now, y'all know he do. So anyway, the mother was like, so he was like, yeah, Mom, you probably right. So, Mommy is leaving and everything, and Natalie makes sure that she comes out there, and she sees Mommy off. She feels like the mother has helped her tremendously, you know what I'm saying? At least she got him to commit to trying to set a wedding date. They set it for April 3rd. And so, she sees the mother as a savior, and she's hoping that really was hoping that the mother would stay a little longer. But Mama says she got to go ahead on the bed back them horses, right? So she, roll on out and everything. So, her and Micah, really trying to work on a relationship. As we see, Mike is still leery about Natalie. He really doesn't know her, and all of that. So he decides that he's going to take Natalie out, what it's saying, because Natalie likes to be one with nature. And so, she says that she really likes to, go hiking and stuff like that because it makes her feel normal. But she told Mike she is normal. So, anytime you got to say I'm normal, you know the hell you're not normal, right? Now, y'all know that, right? So don't go around to people and be telling people that you normal. Because if you normal, you ain't got to say you normal. But anyway, so they in the car and everything. And Mike criticizes her because she decided to put some makeup on and all that kind of stuff. And she's like, I hate, I can't take it when, someone criticizes me. It makes me mad. I don't care, mother, father, sister, brother. I don't criticize me. So, they get to the park and everything, and, they walking around because she wants to see the trees. And so Natalie wants to see the trees. She wants to be one with nature. But being one with nature, that's just a saying, right? Nobody is saying go over there and dry hump a tree. That ain't being one with nature. You don't have to dry hump a tree. Natalie was over that motherfucker. She saw the tree. She said, oh. Oh. So I was like, baby, what Natalie doing? Man, Natalie was over there making mad, passionate love to that cotton freaking tree. Natalie was I mean, I've heard of a tree stump, but not a tree hump. Natalie basically had her legs wrapped up around that tree. She was up on that tree making love for life. Mike was like, what the? Again, like I said, if you got to say you normal, you're not normal. She said, it just makes me so happy. I it's so happy. Skip, 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 skip. Like this. Natalie was so happy after she had her relationship with that tree that she started skipping through the park. Mike didn't know who that was. Yes, I just love nature. It makes me feel joyful. Uh, Come on, Mike. Um, Nelly, go ahead on and take a Uber back, right? Man, she'd have came back and every lock on the door would have been changed. Nelly straight up seriously got something wrong with her. Like for real, like I've never seen anybody have a relationship with a tree like that. Y'all, when I'm telling you, first of all, I'm not lying. Second of all, I'm not exaggerating. Now, if you saw the show and you know that what I'm saying, because there's a whole lot of people out here, and they may not have seen the show. If you saw the show and you know that Natalie was making sweet, passionate love to that tree, please put a tree in the comment section for all those people. Because I know people think that I'm lying about this. I'll wait. I know daggone well I ain't telling y'all no lie. Because I can hear somebody saying, nah, Auntie made that up. No, put a tree in the comment section. A palm tree, a pine tree, a apple tree, a pear tree, a partridge in the damn pear tree. I'm trying to tell you, Natalie was making sweet love to that tree. She was up on that tree like, that tree will never be the same. But the thing about it was when she went up on the tree, right? She didn't walk up on the tree like this. She came up on the tree like that. Okay. Mike ends up taking her, they go back home and she goes into the closet and she like, mm, oh my gosh, this closet's stinky. That closet must smell like some straight up. I mean, it has got to smell like some straight. So Natalie makes a decision that she's gonna put her shoes on. She said, Marco, we had to go now. The closet stinks. You need to get something to make your closet smell better. So Michael was like, all right then, come on, let's bat. We gotta go to the grocery store anyway. Come on, let's go on into town. So they go into town and she walks by a little, shop, little antique shop and everything. And they sell antiques and new stuff too. And so, she said, oh, this is pretty. So Michael said, you want to go? Yeah. So they go up and, in the little shop and everything. And she sees a little basket for a baby and she's pushing it back and forth and everything. So Mike said, you like that? She was like, yeah. He was like, stay focused, damn it. Stay focused. We ain't got time to be thinking about no baby. So, they rode, on to the other side of the store. The lady came up. Hi. I hate that. Oh, I hate that. Hi. How are you all? Is there anything that you're looking for in particular that I can help you with? No, bitch, I'm browsing. I just want to look at the stuff. Can I get through the door? Okay, somebody in here because the bell rang. Clang, clang, clang. They had them little bells on the door. That already rang. So I'm in here. You ain't got to come up and pop up on me like that. I do not like that. Don't be aggressive with me. I'll come to you if I need something. Don't come over and be asking me, introducing me, and you know what I'm saying? I mean, introducing yourself to me. For what? But here's the thing, if they don't greet me and say hi, then I got an attitude. So, I can't have it both ways. So, now they just like, I need something for clothes that smell good. I need something smell good. So the lady took over to the thing. She said, I have something over here. Okay. So the lady said, let me just go ahead on and spray this aerosol. I'm going to spray this aerosol. Stand back a little bit down. Stand back. You all up on me. So, she was like, stand back. I'm going to spray this. She was like, do you like that? Can you smell it? Yes, please, 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 please. Yes, please, 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 please. Please, 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 please. I said, the hell is going on here? Please, please, yes, please. So, of course, Michael here around there, he trying to get what he gonna get and everything. So she goes over there and she sees some shells. Michael, shh. I love these shells, Michael, shh. These shells, the guests will really love them at the weddings. So Michael was like, we ain't coming here for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like real nonchalant. I don't give a damn about nothing like that. And I ain't even sure what I want to do. She was like, but Michael, we don't have place. We don't have anything for wedding. We have to do this. So Michael was like, this ain't sure, right? Because, even though his mother asked him, Michael, are you ready to give her the ring back? I know you was hurt by it, and I know you being petty at this point and vindictive. But are you ready to give her the ring back? And Mike was like, at the time, when he was talking to his mother, he was like, nah. So, she up in there, I don't have a dress. I have no plates, Michael. I have nothing for watching. We have nothing. So the lady that had came up and was all courteous, and the little clerk and the little salesperson in the store, she was like, hold up, y'all, don't be up in here screaming like that. Y'all all right? So Michael was like, you know what? I'm done. Because Michael had gotten 2 glass canisters that he liked, right? Because, Michael liked to get his drink on and everything. And that's just, an issue in their relationship that they really just need to deal with. Michael just needed to go in and tell her, I'm a grown man. Don't say nothing else about me drinking. So, of course, she's real mad. And he's like, I'm done. Come on, let's go. I'm ready to go. So she just standing there like, because he said she flip on and off. She flip on and off because everything offends her. Young is not normal. She's not as normal as she says that she is. But it's all good because next week they go to therapy. No, the week before, the week after next, because for some reason next week there is no um episode. I don't know why. Somebody write it down in the comment section. I'll read it later on. So the last couple that I want to talk about, but certainly not the least, is Stephanie and Ryan. Now, for all of those people that came in late, I had already told my family and my friends that when I created this thumbnail, I created this thumbnail at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, this show don't come on until 9, right? I mean, 8 to 10. And I had already said in the thumbnail, I know about Ryan. Now, you know, most of the time I can call these shows, you know what I'm saying? Almost like I work for them. But I don't work for them. And I had not gotten a pre-copy of this. I just figured that the mofo knew about it, right? I had already called that he knew about what was going on with Ryan. So, Stephanie is up in the hotel and everything. It's the day after. You know, just her second day being there, right? And Ryan laying up on the bed. He texted. That mofo, first he was texting like that, right? He had to do it like that. She in the bathroom, you know, this is my first night being with him. You know, we haven't been together for over 10 months. And, wait a minute. And we haven't been together over 10 months. And, oh, that's the plow. Hopefully we can get out tomorrow. So, you know, he over there, you know, he texting and everything on the bed. He chilling on her dime. So she was like, you know, there's a few things I need to talk to him about. So, you know, she comes over there. Good morning. So Ron was like, you know, first it was like that. The fingers was like that, and he was texting. Man, when she walked over to that bed, that phone was encapsulated. He had that mofo phone like that, y'all. That mofo was up in the cave. You know what I'm saying? They had blinders on the side. He had that phone like that. He was like, you ain't looking at nothing. I'm texting. He had that phone like that. The finger was going like that. Because, you know, he was talking to his little bonbon. So she was like, Ryan, excuse me, I have some things I want to talk to you about. So he was like, all right then. So she was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Thank you so much, Ari of the Aries, for the $5 super chat. Love you, Auntie. Thank you for giving me my needs laugh. You're welcome, boo. Love you. Love you, boo. So, you know, she was like, I want to talk to you about something. He was like, oh, okay. She was like, can you get off the phone? He was like, yeah. So Ron was laying back on the bed, y'all, all tucked up in the pillows. So she was like, you know, Ron, you know, it's been 10 months since we seen each other and everything. And, can you tell me why we ain't had sex last night? He was like, well, you know, last night you said that your stomach was hurting. And, you said something was going on with your arm. So, you know. so, so I was thinking about you. You know, I was trying to, you know, be a courteous, be a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? She was like, thank you so much for the super chat. So, you know, he was like, so she was like, but, but you knew this morning, though, that my stomach wasn't hurting. He was like, mm-hmm. How was he supposed to know your stomach wasn't hurting? He's supposed to read your mind, read your stomach, listen to the growls. So of course, he was like, real nonchalant. Like, I mean, when I say that Ryan was nonchalant, not Ryan was nonchalant. So he was just laying there with that look on his face, like, here we go. So she was like, us not being, together for 10 months, I just was expecting, I just, or just, basically, if you had just, banged me for 3 minutes, I would have been satisfied, like a quickie, like I'm not looking for no magic show. Usually when we together, unless we arguing, we have hour-long sessions and we have at least four of them a night, 4 hour-long sessions. And so I just was like looking for a little quickie or something. And not, not for the banging and the quickie and all of that kind of stuff. For the bonding. It's the bonding for me. I just want to bond with you. Like, what? What do you mean you want to bond? Young, you didn't already say what you wanted to do. You wanted to get banged for 3 minutes? Like, who says something like that? Like, reeking of desperation and one of those tourist. You just went out there as a tourist. Don't say it in the comments. He was like, well, I mean, she was like, didn't you even think about that? He was like, I mean, I'm horny and everything, but I'm good. I'm good. So of course now she's mad because he don't care nothing about it. So she was like, I mean, so I just think that there's something else going on. He was like, look, don't make up stuff in your head. Ask me. I'm laying right here. You go ahead on and ask me what it is you want to know. When was the last time, Ryan, you been with somebody else? Ron said, nah, in the last 10 months. How many women have you had sex with in the last 10 months? Ron was like, none. She was like, but you know what happened the last time, when I got tired of you and it was the last straw. So did somebody find some more straws? Because if it was the last straw, why the f are you with him now? So Ron is laying up there with the look on his face, that look of confidence on his face, like I got something for you. Like I know something that you think that I don't know. So, she's sitting up there talking about, she's trying to make it about Ron. She's trying to project, right? So she said, well, you remember the last time we was together? Ron said, yeah, what happened? She said, well, you were texting some woman and you were, texting and you were saying, let's go to Cancun. He said, what, 3-4 years ago? You still riding off that? Well, I was so upset and everything, Ryan. And when, I was upset like that, he was like, what happened? So then what happened? After you threw my phone across the room. This woman threw his phone across the room. When she found out that he was texting another woman, she threw his phone across the room, told him to get out of her hotel room, and then threatened to call the popo on him. Do you know how much trouble he would have gotten into in Belize with this woman? Okay? We ain't gonna talk about all the other stuff. When this woman, a tourist from the United States, accuses him of what? And she calls hotel security to get him thrown out. How much trouble would Ryan have been in? And she was crying and hysterical. So she calls Harris. the cousin. She said Harris always told her she was pretty. Always was all up in her face. And he wasn't giving her any attention. But he was staying in the hotel with you, because if he wasn't staying in the hotel with you, then how did you throw him out of something he's not in? You talk about treacherous? This woman is treacherous, in my opinion. She's dangerous because it's easy for you to make an accusation like that and still think that you on your high horse, your moral high horse, that you better than him because you got money. Money doesn't make you better than him, Stephanie. You're not better than Ryan. You don't own Ryan. You saw that because you couldn't even get a 3-minute quickie. He didn't want to touch her. He didn't want to touch her. He said all she want to do is fight. And she want to fight for right because he ain't saying all the things that she want him to say. This woman is treacherous. So now she says, you want to know the truth about what happened that night? He said, you always tell me the truth, don't you? You've been telling me the truth. You always tell the truth. Go ahead and tell me what happened. Well, Ryan. No tears. Harris came, I called Harris, and I was so upset about you not paying me any attention, and y'all know how our face be like, and everything. And so Harris said, could I come over there? And I said, sure. And then he stayed with me that night. Ryan was like, I know about that. What? You knew? Yeah, I knew. He ain't need my family no more. He dead to me. I don't even mess with him no more. You was my woman and he came over here and was with you. And I was mad. But are you mad at me? He said, no, I forgive you. No, he don't. No, he don't. That's why Ryan also knows you're paying his salary. Ryan knew about Harris because one thing about a dirty, cruddy mofo like Harris or Harrison or whatever you want to call him, they can't keep their mouth shut because he want to one-up him. See, his cousin Ryan got this rich woman in America that's sending him stuff, okay, like he a babe. She's supplying every need that he got and his family's. So Harris felt like he was going to get that. He saw a window or a door or a bed of opportunity. But at the end of the day, it's Ryan that she want, not Harris. Because Harris is a cheap trick. How much did he walk up out of there with? How much did he nickel and dime her for? But Ryan was like, I already know. And that's why Ryan was talking to her the way he was talking to her on the phone. He ain't got no respect for her. He said he forgive her. He ain't forgave her for Jack. He gonna hold that over her head for the rest of her life. And she sat up there and was relieved because Ryan told her that he forgave her. Ryan smart. He playing the game. Now he got her mama and her daddy ring. He got her mother's wedding ring. Remember he was looking at it last week? That mofo is good as gone. We need to go ahead on and play homage to the ring. Okay? I'm sorry. Let me get you. Thank you so much, Beverly Conley, for the $4.99 super chat. Let me go back to the other one. There was another one that came up there. So when it came up, let me see if I can go back that far, y'all. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me see if I can go back that far. There we go. Thank you, Shirley Washington, for the $4.99 super chat. You could tell he was waiting for her to confess. Oh, yeah. Because he already knew what the dealio was. He already knew. Straight up. He knew she was a hoe. A straight up hoe. And I'm telling you right now, the ring is good as pawned already. One of his sisters or one of his little hot chicks is wearing it. But the thing about it is she coming up in there accusing him of things that she's doing or done herself. Thank you, Tanika, for the $5 super chat. Love, love, love you. I would like to have a convo. Okay. And but you on your little high moral ground, and you accusing him of being with all these people. Ron said, I don't roll like that. I ain't slept with nobody. I could have went on and, and tried to, do the stuff that you do and get revenge. But for what? Because karma is a big, and she don't forget. So right now, before we end this live, we're going to play homage to the ring. If you in the comment section and you can hear me and you have been commenting tonight, please put a ring in the comment section for me, because the ring is gone. It's good as gone. I doubt very seriously if she get that ring back. Okay, thank you for the rings. Rest in peace to the ring. R.I.P. R.I.P. to the ring. Bye to the ring. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That ring gone. This woman, Stephanie, tomorrow or even tonight, they are going to be having on Discovery Plus, they're going to be having a discussion with Harris. As you all remember last week, I told you all I brought Discovery Plus so you don't have to. I will make sure that I come out and I tell you all what we've discovered on there. You all have seen the advertisement where he indicated that he put the thing on her, and he was asked by Sean, why? Okay, so then why did she go back to Ryan? Why did she go back to Ryan? I knew it, and I called it long time ago. This mofo Ryan has been walking around with this on his chest for 10 months. That the woman that he loves, the woman he cared about, slept with his cousin. And he ain't talked to Harris. And I don't even believe that's the truth. I believe that Harris is still invited to the family cookouts. He's still invited to the family cookouts. But he the kind of mofo that'll do you dirty, though. He straight up did his cousin Ryan dirty. Y'all, this is the end of my review. I want to thank all 805 of you all for being out here tonight. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. And when you hit it, hit the notification bell 2 times, right? So that every time I go live, you get a notification that I'm out here up on this camp. Okay? This was absolutely a wonderful episode. This episode got a B+ rating from me. Please put down in the comments section what you would have rated this episode. What was your favorite part of the episode? Okay, thank you to everybody tonight that super chat. I really do appreciate it, and thank you so much to Mary for always keeping the chat safe. Love you all to pieces, and y'all have a great Monday, okay? Love y'all.